All right, I'm going to quickly cut across to Smriti Irani, who's speaking on the security breach of the Prime Minister. India Today's sting.
कि प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा भंग होने की वो सूचना वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों को पंजाब के प्रशासन, पंजाब की कांग्रेस सरकार को देते रहे, लेकिन सरकार की ओर से कोई भी ऐसा हस्तक्षेप जो प्रधानमंत्री जी को सुरक्षित कर सके, ऐसी कोई भी कार्रवाई पंजाब की कांग्रेस सरकार ने नहीं की। मैं अपने प्रश्नों को दोबारा दोहराने के साथ साथ कोई भी ऐसा हस्तक्षेप जो प्रधानमंत्री जी को सुरक्षित कर सके, ऐसी कोई भी कार्रवाई पंजाब की कांग्रेस सरकार ने नहीं की। मैं अपने प्रश्नों को दोबारा दोहराने के साथ साथ एक नया प्रश्न उसमें जोड़ती हूं। डीजीपी ने क्यों पूरी की पूरी व्यवस्था और रूट सुरक्षित है, ऐसा संदेश प्रधानमंत्री जी की सुरक्षा टीम को दिया? पंजाब के वो कौन कांग्रेस की सरकार के आला अधिकारी हैं जो इस सूचना, इस अलर्ट के बावजूद कि पंजाब में प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा को खंडित किया जाए, ये दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि कांग्रेस के नेता इस गंभीर परिस्थिति को किसी न किसी हास्यास्पद तरीके से छोटा करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। पंजाब पुलिस के अधिकारियों का बयान देना कि बार बार उनकी कोशिशों के बावजूद कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेतृत्व ने जानबूझकर प्रधानमंत्री को एक असुरक्षित माहौल में रखा, यह ना सिर्फ निंदनीय है बल्कि दंडनीय भी। Ladies and gentlemen of the media, on the 5th of January, on behalf of the Bharatiya Janata Party, we came to you with our outrage with regards to the breach of the Honorable Prime Minister's security in the state of Punjab. The questions I posed before you to the Congress High Command and the Congress leadership were this: why did the DGP police in Punjab give an all clear in terms of the safety of the route that was to be undertaken by the Honorable Prime Minister? This question was met with an expose by a national news channel. What is extremely disconcerting is that Punjab police officials in this news report have highlighted how they continuously engaged with the Congress government and administration in Punjab to bring to light the threat to the security of the Honorable Prime Minister and his route. The question that begets this expose is who in the Punjab Congress-led government continued to deliberately ignore these threats to the Prime Minister's security. Today, I am joined with and by Shri Anil Baluni to reiterate those very questions to the Congress High Command. Why were security measures which are protocoled for the Honorable Prime Minister, deliberately breached due to the active connivance of the Congress-led government in Punjab, who sought to benefit in the Congress party from the breach of the Prime Minister's security.
रविंदर जी,
मुख्यमंत्री चंदी ने कहा था कि उन्होंने इस पूरे मामले की जानकारी प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा को दी और उनसे नोटिस दिया। उसके बाद उन्होंने इसको ढकने की भी कोशिश की, छुपाने की भी बहुत कोशिश की और आरोप बीजेपी और खुद प्रधानमंत्री पर भी लगा। अपना प्रियंका गांधी वाड्रा का इसमें कोई आपका रोल किस रूप में दिखता है, ढकने में या फिर कुछ दबाव डालने में?
रविंद्र जी, जब मैं आपके सम्मुख प्रस्तुत हुई थी 5 जनवरी को, तब कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व में प्रधानमंत्री की असुरक्षा को लेकर, सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच को लेकर जश्न का माहौल था। तत्पश्चात जब देश भर ने अपने आक्रोश को प्रस्तुत किया, तो गांधी परिवार की राजनीतिक आत्मा जागी। आज जो आपने श्रीमती वाड्रा के संदर्भ में मुझसे प्रश्न किया है, मुझे ज्ञात है कि उन्होंने स्वयं एक इंटरव्यू में इस बात को कबूला कि पंजाब के मुख्यमंत्री ने उनको ब्रीफ किया प्रधानमंत्री की सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच के संदर्भ में। प्रश्न ये उठता है कि एक नागरिक की क्या सिक्योरिटी क्लियरेंस है कि उनको एक चीफ मिनिस्टर प्रधानमंत्री जी के सुरक्षा प्रोटोकॉल और ब्रीच के संदर्भ में, जो डिटेल्स मात्र सुरक्षा एजेंसीज या इन्वेस्टिगेटिव एजेंसीज तक सीमित होनी चाहिए, उसके संदर्भ में ब्रीफिंग क्यों एक प्राइवेट सिटीजन को हुआ? क्यों वो प्राइवेट सिटीजन जो गांधी परिवार का हिस्सा है, एक इंटरेस्टेड पार्टी है?
अंकित,
आज जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी मामले की सुनवाई की, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जस्टिस इंदु मल्होत्रा की निगरानी में कमेटी का गठन कर दिया है। तो आपको लगता है कि बहुत सारे ऐसे सवाल जो आप लोग उठा रहे हैं लगातार, तब कई सवाल उठ रहे थे, अब उनका जवाब जो सामने आ पाएगा क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटर इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगी।
मैं इतना ही कहूँगी कि मैं माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट पर टिप्पणी करना उचित नहीं समझती। जिस पैनल का उन्होंने गठन किया है, उसके माध्यम से जब फैक्ट्स प्रस्तुत होंगे, मेरी पार्टी की ओर से अगर निर्देश होगा तब उस पर टिप्पणी करना तो मैं निश्चित रूप से करूँगी। लेकिन जो मैंने रविंद्र जी को कहा, मैं स्तब्ध हूँ कि वो अब तक किसी पत्रकार ने पूछा नहीं कि एक साधारण व्यक्ति, उसके पास क्या सिक्योरिटी क्लियरेंस थी और वो क्यों इंटरेस्टेड पार्टी हैं, कि प्रधानमंत्री की सुरक्षा किस प्रकार से भंग हुई, सुरक्षा के प्रधानमंत्री के क्या प्रोटोकॉल हैं, उसके बारे में जानकारी उनको क्यों दी गई? जी
हिमांशु,
रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क ने एक वीडियो दिखाया था खालिस्तान वाला, और खालिस्तान का जो वीडियो दिखाया था उसके बाद ये बात सामने आई थी कि किसानों को पहले से ही बताया गया था कि उन लोगों को इकट्ठा होना है और प्रधानमंत्री के खिलाफ नारेबाजी करनी है। इस बात को लेकर किस तरीके से क्या कहना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि जब जानकारी दी उसके बावजूद भी कुछ नहीं किया? मैंने
हिमांशु जी जब अपना वक्तव्य 5 जनवरी को दिया तब कहा प्लांटेड पॉलिटिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स। दिस इज पोस्ट द विड्रॉल ऑफ द फार्मर्स बिल। So I again reiterate, who benefited in the Congress party from breaching the Prime Minister's security and putting the Prime Minister at harm?
Moving from Times Common, we have seen various videos of those farmers who were protesting on that particular stretch where Prime Minister was going, and they are calling people over there on that particular road before the protest starts. Now, Sikh for Justice also claimed the responsibility, but the government, Punjab government is not saying anything against this the Khalistani link, and also again today the Supreme Court lawyers all.
Are you surprised that the Congress High Command does not speak against those who seek to disintegrate India? Are you surprised that the Congress leadership will not take a position against those who seek to break India? Thank you.
There you have it. Smriti Irani, who speaks on the security breach on the Prime Minister's convoy, India Today sting operation. Taken note here, we're looking at BJP leaders coming out one after the other and speaking, condemning the security breach, which seemed almost that could have been avoided, but somehow was allowed to happen. Smriti Irani there speaking on that. In fact, we're looking at ministers reacting to the India Today sting operation, where a cop outrightly said that information was given about the farmers, live tracking of the farmers who were protesting was done by the police, but yet it somehow appears, despite knowing very well what the farmers' route was, here security gave clearance to the Prime Minister's convoy to pass on the same passage. Clearly something that could have been avoided, a massive security lapse and a breach by the police department of Punjab as well as the government. Smriti Irani addressing a press conference, speaking on the India Today sting operation, exposing this security lapse. On that note, I'm going to slip into a short break. We'll be right back with news on the other side. Stay with us. Now, India Today's explosive special investigation into the breach in Prime Minister's security has now sent shockwaves across the political spectrum after it was revealed that Punjab police gave minute details of protesters blocking the Prime Minister's route to their superiors, and yet no action was taken. Top ministers of the Modi government have cornered the Congress-led Punjab government, demanding answers. Union Minister Smriti Irani has lauded the special investigation by India Today and said that Congress deliberately kept vulnerable position. In fact, did not convey the message, what was supposed to be conveyed in time, and only to avoid the security breach. Communication was important. They had to be told the Prime Minister's convoy was to be secure and it had to have a safe passage to move. But clearly, on all accounts, the Punjab government has failed. Clearly, the BJP slamming Punjab government and the police. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, speaking to India Today, said that this was a deliberate attempt to sabotage the Prime Minister's life. Union Minister Prahlad Joshi took to Twitter saying that nefarious plot to sabotage Prime Minister's life stands exposed. Punjab Minister Rajkumar Verka, speaking on the sting operation, has said the entire incident is now being inflated to hide the fact that Prime Minister's rally was a flop.
On the 5th of January, on behalf of the Bharatiya Janata Party, we came to you with our outrage with regards to the breach of the Honorable Prime Minister's security in the state of Punjab. The questions I posed before you to the Congress High Command and the Congress leadership were this: why did the DGP police in Punjab give an all clear in terms of the safety of the route that was to be undertaken by the Honorable Prime Minister? This question was met with an expose by a national news channel. What is extremely disconcerting is that Punjab police officials in this news report have highlighted how they continuously engaged with the Congress government and administration in Punjab to bring to light the threat to the security of the Honorable Prime Minister and his route. The question that begets this expose is who in the Punjab Congress-led government continued to deliberately ignore these threats to the Prime Minister's security. Today, I am joined with and by Shri Anil Baluni to reiterate those very questions to the Congress High Command. Why were security measures which are protocoled for the Honorable Prime Minister deliberately breached due to the active connivance of the Congress-led government in Punjab, who sought to benefit in the Congress party from the breach of the Prime Minister's security.
All right, I'm going to quickly cut across to Manjeet Sehgal joining us for more on that. Manjeet, give us an insight into what the Punjab administration really has to say in their defense. What justification do they really have? India Today's sting operation there very clearly exposes that the police were in the know of the farmers' movement. Every minute detail was given to them. They were appraised about it, but yet information wasn't given to the Prime Minister's security, and a clearance was given for them to move on that route, knowing very well that farmers were just protesting on the same route. Any response that's come in post India Today's sting here?
Well, as far as the response of Punjab government and the Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi is concerned, Channi has been maintaining that there was no security breach. And if Punjab police was there to be criticized for the security breach, then what the SPG and other security agencies were doing? This is what Chief Minister has said. Other ministers have also denied, saying that the Bharatiya Janata Party was miffed as only 700 or 800 people reached at the rally venue. That is why they were trying to divert the attention. This is what the Punjab government is saying. But on the ground, the initial investigations have revealed that there were lapses on part of the Punjab police. First, the FIR was registered 18 hours after the incident took place. There was no mention of Prime Minister's cavalcade that remained struck for nearly 20 minutes. And then the FIR was registered against unidentified persons, keeping in view the fact that some of the farmer union leaders, be it the Kisan Union, Krantikari, who had on record claimed that they had blocked the passes but had no knowledge about Prime Minister's cavalcade. And besides this, Bharatiya Janata Party has also questioned why the FIR was registered against the unidentified persons. Another fact is that only section 283 has been applied in this FIR, which means that if someone is found guilty, he can get rid by just paying a fine of 200 rupees. The senior police officers who are entrusted the job of providing a safe passage to the Prime Minister's cavalcade have also been putting onus on each other.
Right.
Ajit Aluja, the SSP Bhatinda, has claimed that he had provided a safe passage till his jurisdiction. Then it was the duty of the SSP Firozpur
Absolutely.
to provide security to the cavalcade. So officers were also found putting onus on each other. More details will emerge after the Supreme Court-led committee's report comes out and the parole is over.
Manjeet, thank you very much for joining us with those details. India Today has done a thorough sting there, exposing that the security lapse could have clearly been avoided despite information being shared to authorities about the farmers' protest and their route along the same lines where the Prime Minister's convoy was passing. They did not take action. For more details on that, you could log on to indiatoday.in. You could also download our app for more. Stay tuned. I'm going to come back with the top headlines.